Yo, man, welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy, in the building today, man. And today we had a matinee game, man. I don't know if you was like me, but I never really got shook this game. I never really wavered. I was like, we gonna pull this out, and that's 61, baby. So we got two more to break the record, two more dubs, and we get that record. You know what I'm saying? But I think I want to go. I want to go 68. Like, why not? Let's finish the season 68 and 14. Let's go ahead and do it. But to dive into the game, you know what I'm saying? So we got Book finished with 35, 13 to 22 shooting. And I feel like he came out hot early, hot. First quarter with 22 points. I thought that maybe we was going to get another 40 piece or another maybe potential 50 piece out there again. But, you know what I'm saying? He just gave him a little 35. And, you know what I'm saying? Just like, all right, I'm going to do that and kind of settle down. And I feel like the game kind of shifted a little bit, like two things, two main plays. It was when Embiid kind of rolled his ankle. It was like, okay, like the 76ers kind of gave up a little bit. And I hate to say it once again, Landry Shamet hit a three that kind of put it over the one where he got fouled on and they didn't call it. Scott Foster didn't call it, and they was arguing during the timeout or whatever. But he hit that and kind of put it over the hump. Like, all right, like we went up by like I want to say 8 or 9 at that point, or maybe even 10. So I was just like, once again, okay, Landry, okay. Like I said, make me swallow my words, make me apologize for what I said to you. He finished tonight with 12, 3 or 5 from the three. So I appreciate that greatly. But you know what I'm saying? CP3 finished with 19, 4, and 14. And he just going that's just what he do. He can do it when he sleep, he can do it when he wake up, he can do it for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. You know what I'm saying? However you want it. So that's just what he doing. I liked it like he did that kind of like what we've been seeing all season, just coasting the first 3 quarters and in the fourth quarter, scoring bunches. You know what I'm saying? Put us over the hump and just, you know what I'm saying? Just get it done. And I like the way how we incorporate DA at the end of the games too. You know what I'm saying? Because DA was kind of real quiet. He was in foul trouble. And that was another thing too I want to mention is that we beat the refs tonight again. You know what I'm saying? Because if you watch the game, you seen how they was cooking for the Sixers. Granted, Harden and Embiid is the top three players or two of the top three players in free throws this season. So it's just like I kind of knew that coming into the game that they was gonna shoot a lot of free throws, but it just to watch it just firsthand, like I don't see how Philly fans can watch that all day. All like I said the same thing about Luka is just like they just all they do is shoot free throws all game long. You know what I'm saying? And D Book, I want to say he shot like maybe 5 today. He's like 30th, like he's 30th in the league in average free throws, and that's crazy. And I'll talk a little bit about the stuff that's going on with Book and the MVP and stuff like that. Give my 2 cents on it. But you know what I'm saying? DA finished with 14 and 12, and I'm not mad at it. 5 out of 8 shooting. I feel like he came out and was real aggressive up until he got his fouls, his 3 fouls, and then he had to kind of fall back a little bit. But I liked how he was getting out there grabbing boards early on, and then like I said, lately after they started calling fouls, ticky tack, like they had almost everybody in foul trouble. They had Jay Crowder in foul trouble early. They had I think everybody except for McHale was probably in foul trouble, and Chris Paul. Book was in foul trouble a little bit early too, so it was just like just one of those games. And luckily, like I said, we graduated from that and we learned how to win. We learned how to beat the refs. So like that's not an obstacle for us no more. You know what I'm saying? At this point in the season, so I'm loving to see that. Cameron Payne only finished with 5, but I like the looks that he had. You know what I'm saying? 5, 1, and 13, and 3. I like the looks that he had. I think in the playoffs, those look fall. Those, you know what I'm saying, those floaters and those, you know what I'm saying, especially if you got JaVale McGee down there to clean those up, it just look a whole lot better. Just like him and McGee, like that connection is just a little bit better. And also another thing too is that I was kind of a little bit. I don't know about you. I was a little bit sad that I didn't see Aaron Holiday today, man. You know what I'm saying? He was putting in work since CP3 was out, and now I don't know how far he fell back into the rotation, but I like, you know what I'm saying? I like Aaron Holiday, man. I like the defense that he brings to the table. And you know what I'm saying? But another point I want to say is Harden finished with 14, 2 of 11 was in McHale jail. If that doesn't tell you that this man shoots a whole bunch of free throws, then I don't know what will. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he don't, like, because because if I was a Philly fan, I would be so mad because it was so many plays that he went down there, missed a layup or missed a shot, and then literally would just cry at the ref and then not get back on defense. You know what I'm saying? And then we would come and so like that's definitely problematic if I was a Philly fan, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. So that's definitely something I wouldn't like. But he was in McHale jail today, and I feel like Book kind of graduated from that Matisse Thybulle, you know what I'm saying? Like guarding him, because I feel like it was two people in the league. I feel like guarded D Book the best. Like actually guarding that Patrick Beverly doesn't count. I feel like Matisse Thybulle gives Book a good time or a good headache, and I feel like Herb Jones on the Pelicans gives D Book a little. And you know what I'm saying? Just the way that he was scoring with ease today is just kind of like okay, like he kind of figured out Matisse's defensive scheme, and then also on top of that, they was attacking James Harden, so that was a plus too. So that was you know what I'm saying. It was just a real good game. Move on to the next one. And like I said, hopefully we can get this, just finish it out. Just, you know what I'm saying, 7 more to go and try to, you know what I'm saying, get this 68 wins. But let me give you my 2 cents real brief, real quick, because I seen everybody kind of reacting to it. I seen the lady on ESPN going crazy. I think her name was Rosalind or whatever her name was. She was saying that, oh, he doesn't average his statistical and and all this like hot garbage. And if D Book, if you ever see this, you know what I'm saying, all I gotta say about it is this, like the league or like you got to stop caring about this. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like you want the respect. I get it. Like you want to, but at the end of the day, like these folks, they don't like the national media. They don't care about you. And I feel like how many times do they have to show you that they don't care and that they're going to continue to move the goalposts for you specifically for you to understand like, okay, like just some things just ain't for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just not in the cards. Yes, I do think that Book should be an MVP candidate. I don't think he should win, but I think that he should definitely be in the conversation or at least a candidate. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really want to get surgical, CP3 finished third in MVP and he averaged 13 and 13 last year or 13 and whatever he averaged last year. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, and CP3 wasn't even on the best. We weren't even the best team in the league. We were the second best team in the league. But CP3 can get the MVP. And then, you know what I'm saying? But Book can't, and he's averaging 26, 5, and 5. So it's just like, you got to kind of look at the situation like they say, okay, boom. Like once you start winning, like blah, 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 like we'll start looking at you in that light. Now we start winning. Now they're saying, oh, well, your team is too good. So it's just like you're like the value of you and your team. And it's just like they show it to you on the All-Star game. Like they don't give like how like this is what I was thinking. Like, how do you expect or you know what I'm saying? How do we expect D Book to get an MVP candidate nod if we can't even get him to start on the All-Star game? And we're the best team in the league. Like, so like I said, I feel like I gave up on it a long time ago, and like I feel like Monty handled it the best. When he said about in the post game or I think it was a pregame press conference, he said like, look, man, when last year when I didn't get it, just to hear everybody's reaction to me not getting it was validation from him. You know what I'm saying? Because in his book, he knew from the players, the organization, the coaches, the other, like they were his coach of the year. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like you're our MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna continue to give you flowers and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, the media builds you up to break you down anyway. And like we've seen this movie so many times, so I feel like you doing that or just coming out about it, like I get it. Go ahead, do what you do. I can't, you know what I'm saying? You at the end of the day. But I feel like we've seen that movie, and I feel like you don't want to get that label of that guy that because it could turn to a crybaby type situation. Like, because I feel like Book and Damian Lillard kind of had the same kind of struggle. Well, Damian had the same kind of struggle in the beginning of his career where he was doing all this and he wasn't getting the respect either. And then once he started like voicing his opinion, then they started calling him a crybaby. And it wasn't until he started really like, you know what I'm saying, sending people home and doing X, Y, and Z to where he kind of got off that label. But like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't want him to go down that road just because, like I said, we've seen that movie. We've seen the media build people up to break him down, just like that. Like I was saying earlier in the season, they was chanting, like people forget months ago, they was chanting MVP for John Morant in the beginning of the season. He went down with an ankle injury and they started booing him. Literally sent him into depression. Like he got off social media like, yo, like it's tripping me out because a couple of weeks ago they was chanting MVP. Now they booing me in Memphis. It's just like, and now they chant MVP again. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Phoenix fans, we would never do nothing like that. And I feel like you feel the love in the city, you feel the love amongst the organization. Like I said, I feel like it shouldn't like at this like you shouldn't just give it no more weight at this point because they're just gonna continue to disrespect you. And I feel like how many more times you need to get hurt just to understand it. But till next time, man. Peace.